Hey guys, how's it going? This is Ian Alexander from RepairTech. Today I'm really excited to talk to you and show you the new TechSuite. We've been working for over a year on this new TechSuite based on feedback from you guys about the old TechWaru and all the things that we could improve with it. So this new version of TechSuite for Windows has a far more stable infrastructure. It's built with a new modern programming language. We worked with the best vendors in the industry to get you better tools and integrate them more deeply into the application. So now it's a far more seamless experience. You're going to notice that there's no applications popping up. It's all within TechSuite itself. Not only that, but because we worked more closely with these vendors, you're getting a better experience from the tools that you can't get unless you use it through TechSuite. So for example, in a second I'll show you this, the reports that we have are actually parsed. So we take the logs from, say, like an RKill or a malware scanner, and we basically parse it to find the information that you actually need to see. So we might say, you ran 5 different antivirus scans, you found 5 malware files from those malware scans. So you don't have to look at the individual files themselves. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you around. We've got a brand new user interface, brand new experience. Here we have the procedures page. If you're familiar with the old TechWaru, procedures is the new presets. So these are lists of tools that you can run in different computer repair scenarios. We give you these. Of course, you can make your own, and I'll show you that in just a second. Over here, you have the technician drop down. You can choose the technician now instead of having to have a different executable for each one. We also allow you to change the customer and ticket info there on the fly. Here in the tools page, we can see all the different things that we provide you. We have a bunch of new tools. Everything in here is we added a bunch of tools that we built ourselves. So that's one of the awesome things. Everything, again, is, I'm going to keep repeating this, more seamless. So here we have a bunch of diagnostic tools. We have cleanup tools, maintenance tools. We have a bunch of malware scanners. I want to highlight some of these because they're awesome and new. We have some of the things we had before, Hijack This, CSS Killer, McAfee Stinger, RKill. But we also partnered with some of the best malware scanners in the industry to bring you guys an even better malware scanning experience. So Reason Core Security is built by the same people that made RepairTech. They actually don't work on RepairTech anymore. Reason Core Security is their new product. So it's the same engine cloud scanner, has like 64 engines in it, everything you can think of from Malwarebytes to McAfee to Kaspersky. So it's got all those definitions in there, and it's an awesome scanner. So we have that. We also partnered with Roadkiller to bring you a great experience that's all built into TechSuite. So again, no applications popping up. We also have a new entrant into the industry, Zamana Anti-Malware. Try them out. I might equate them to something like Malwarebytes. They specialize in removing malware rather than being like a second line of defense kind of scanner. So very similar. So we have a bunch of new things in here. If there is anything else that you guys want to see added to our tool set, please let us know. We are constantly adding things, and it's far easier for us to do so with this new TechSuite than it was before. We built all of our own networking tools this time, again, to give you a more seamless experience. So these are all much better than they were before, because before we were using third-party tools. Software. So we built this section to basically replicate what you might get from Patch My PC or Ninite or something like that, where now you can install an application if it's not already installed, and if it is, it'll update it for you. That way you can patch up all the third-party applications on your client's machine. In addition to that, there is this My Apps section that you can go to add your own applications. So check that out. It's just like in the old TechWaru, but a lot easier. So make sure you check that out. In addition to that, you can go to this reports page, and you can see all the different reports you've ever run on this computer. So it's specific to this computer, and you'll see them there. And you can open them up and view them. So we didn't have that before. Over in the settings page, you'll see that there's far less than there was in TechWaru, and that's because it's far easier to use this version, and the experience is much better. So very simple. Let's head over to the procedures page, though, and actually take a look at how it looks to repair a computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to new and make a new procedure. And again, a procedure is a list of tools that you want to run in a repair. So we have diagnostics. Let's add some tools here. Let's check for app crashes. And we can view the hard drive smart info. What else do we want to do? Let's clean Let's clean Internet Explorer and Google Chrome. Let's also take a look at some of these things. What we can do is let's run hijack this, and I think that's probably good for now. We want this to go fairly quickly since this is a demo. So we'll go ahead and click continue. You can save this as a new procedure. So if you have things in your shop that you perform often, like a malware removal, and you want to customize it, you can go ahead and make a procedure here. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually just going to click run without saving. So now you can see we're running these 5 tools. In the old TechWaru, this would have popped up a bunch of windows and we would have auto-clicked stuff. Now everything is built into the TechSuite experience and you won't see any of that. It just looks better. It's faster. It's more stable. It's done with these 5 tools already, so what we're going to do is generate a report for you. Before we see that report, I want to tell you a little bit about these new reports. These reports are far more intelligent than they were in TechWaru before. So the difference is that in the old reports, we just showed you the logs for each of these tools. In this new TechSuite for Windows, what we're doing is parsing those reports and pulling out intelligent outcomes so that you can make decisions quickly. So let's go ahead and view this report and you'll see what I mean. So here we have a customer name and all of that stuff. You had that available to you before. We have storage info here. You can see the capacity here, other information about the specs. We have this section called Insights, and Insights we run on every single scan, so you get this, you don't even have to run a tool. But we pull out opportunities for you. So these are things that you might want to know as a tech after running a repair on a computer, such as there's no antivirus installed. There's an opportunity for you to install an antivirus and upsell it to your customers. So they're more opportunities than anything, but here you can see we did detect one thing. This computer had 58 application crashes that occurred in the last 30 days. So in this case, I would look at that and say, hey, maybe I should look at the event log. So below that, we have a summary. This is another new thing. We parse all of these different tools for you, and we find all the useful information. And so for some of them, we pull them out into a summary. So you saw, if we scroll down here, that I ran 2 different cleanup utilities, right? I cleaned up Internet Explorer and Google Chrome. And you'll see that it tells me, so there's 311 lines here in this. We parsed this and pulled out the stuff you actually needed to know, so you don't have to read that, right? Let's go ahead and collapse this. So you see all the stuff. So we parsed all of this, pulled out the intelligent information for you here, and then added it together with the other related tools in order to generate this summary for you at the top. So you can see in total we removed 237 megabytes of stuff from this computer. So this summary is very intelligent. We will be continually adding to this, and if you have ideas about how we can help you with that, let us know. We're happy to implement more. So below that, just like in the old TechWaru, we have different listings for each tool. So check for app crashes here, view the hard drive smart info, and the other tools we ran. We also have hijack this in here, and here's that log. So one of the things that I want to point out is you can see here that there's these scan-only things. So one of the things that we added is modes, and modes allow you to customize the different ways in which you run a tool. So Zamana here, for example, has 2 modes. You have scan only, where it's not actually going to do anything, or you can do clean, where it cleans the malware that it finds automatically. Reason Core Security has the same thing. So now you can have multiple procedures where you do like maybe a diagnostic and you don't actually remove anything or don't actually fix anything. And then you have one where you actually do. So it allows you to separate out your services and be more intelligent in the way that you run your tools. This is the new TechSuite. We look forward to improving upon it and adding more stuff for you. If you have any feedback or questions, please let us know. And we just want to thank you guys for sticking around with us as we've built out our tool set and improved on things. And thank you for communicating with us. And we hope you're really excited about this, as we are. Thanks.